Hi everybody, this is Andrew speaking. I've been recently dealing with challenges that every guitar player knows when building the guitar board together, and that comes with the power supply choice. You may have as many power supplies as you have guitar pedals, or you may come with some solutions that will provide you with several outputs independently regulated. This one actually not bad at all, because it uses the linear regulation and toroid transformer inside it. But the challenge comes with the situation where you may have not only guitar pedals, but you may have several of different kinds that takes different polarities, and you may also combine some guitar pedals with some other utility modules like MIDI modules that we are producing. So you have to use either separate power supplies, or you have to come with some other intelligent solutions. So the board that I'm presenting today is very, well, easy and convenient board to split the single power supply input into the several outputs. The main difference here is that you control pretty much everything on this board. First of all, it has a built-in 9-volt power regulator. It's a linear power regulator. So basically you are free to supply the board with 12-volt power, and then basically it will regulate up to 0.5 amp on all available 4 outputs. But you can also do some things that typically you don't see on the similar kinds of products. First of all, you can individually, per input and output, you can select the polarity. So for instance, in this case, I have 2 inputs. I will explain why you have 2 inputs. One is on the barrel jack 2.1 millimeter by 5.5 millimeter. And another is 2.5 millimeter by 5.5 millimeter. So basically, power supply, even they look similar, they may have a different dimension of the inner, positive or negative input here, and you have a choice what power supply you can use here. So basically, it will accept both of them. They connected in parallel, but you can select the polarity per input. So in that way, let's say if you have the center positive input on the 12 volt, you can convert it to the negative center output on the output. So now it comes to the outputs. All outputs here are 2.1 millimeter by 5.5 millimeter. And again, you can set the polarity per output. So not only per input, but you can also set it per output. Also, you can bypass 9-volt power regulator. Let's say you want to split 12 volts into 4 12 volts output, technically 5 12 volts output. In that case, you can simply bypass this. Or for instance, if you are using the 5-volt power supply, you can do the same. You don't need to use 9-volt power voltage regulator. Instead of that, you just bypass it, and then everything comes out as a 5-volt. More than that, the board includes the digital voltmeter. So when you connect the external power, like in this case, you can monitor the output or input, depends how you configure it. Again, that's very convenient. Also, to be mentioned here, there are several onboard capacitors as well as the coil. So basically, that creates a filter to minimize the noise coming from the power supply input. So very, very convenient board that can simplify your life for connecting multiple guitar pedals or connecting guitar pedals and something else. And plus, it can be cascaded if needed. With all of that, good luck building your own guitar board.